Hello everybody, it is meteorologist Agent Weather Forecast. Welcome back to another video. Wow, do we have a lot of new stuff to talk about today. One of the things we do have flood warnings issued for parts of northeast Georgia. I'm currently under flood warning. They do have the flood warning for parts of the northeast Georgia area, and they do have winter storm warnings for parts of New Mexico, and they do have blizzard warnings for New Mexico. So we do have a lot of new things to talk about, such as the flood warnings and the winter storm Ibony. The only two things we're really going to be talking about today is the flood possibility for the southeast, and then the heavy snow possible for the southwest. Yes, the Four Corners is actually under. Actually, one side of the Four Corners is a winter storm advisory, and then the other side of the Four Corners has a winter storm warning. So you can see if you go this side, it's advisory. If you go here, it's warning. So very big difference. So just be careful. All right, guys. So let's just check out the radar to see both really easily, just instead of doing like the southeast and then the west. So actually, you can see that snow in the southwest, and they see that very heavy rain for the east. So you can see both things are occurring right now, and they will occur for a pretty long time. Where you see that where you saw that winter or blizzard warning, you see that heaviest snow right there. It's been quite a snowy New Mexico this year. Salt Lake City still getting some snow. The Four Corners getting some flurries. So it's not a good weekend to start going and traveling there. It's going to be very messy. So that's where the winter weather is. Let's actually check out what the East Coast is looking like right now. You can see that really heavy rain starts to form at around 7 o'clock Eastern time, really coming down for parts of central Alabama and northwestern Georgia. And then you can see there's light rain there's light rain for little parts from all the way New Orleans, South Florida to all the way to Green Bay. But this is where the heaviest rain is, right there. Let's actually check out check out 24 hours. Don't want to go exactly like too close. So in 24 hours is quite a big difference now. You see that more snow for the Four Corners. Snow actually going in parts of Oklahoma and Texas, not Amarillo, but maybe the western part of Amarillo. So yeah, some light snow for parts of the southwest, and then that lighter rain goes into Atlanta. So it won't be as heavy at times. That heaviest rain actually goes into the near Valdosta, Georgia, that southern part near the Florida border, and then more heavy snow goes into the Panhandle. But then it finally leaves Arkansas and parts of central Alabama. But there will be another system coming in. So that's what we really got to watch out for. So in actually 36 hours, you can see that rain just doesn't want to leave, and that snow just doesn't want to leave. It's keeping it there. It's going to be very cold, so that snow just going to stay there. So you can see that heaviest snow stays for parts of central New Mexico, makes its way actually in Amarillo with some flurries. Sorry for that. 48 hours, you can see another system form with rain stretching all the way from Mexico border to parts of North Carolina coast, and then you can see some flurries and actually Mexico, some flurries. 54 hours, or actually, let's not go all the way there. Let's go to 66 hours. So you see that snow starts to disappear for parts of actually the southwest, but that rain is just going to stay there. So the rain is actually one of the biggest threats, but they did have a blizzard warning, so we might go as well check that out. Let's actually go all the way to 90 hours. Wow, that rain just staying there. This is actually all the way to the 31st. That rain just will not leave the southeast in the parts of the Midwest. It just doesn't want to leave, and then it goes back to the southeast. And then look, another system coming in for parts of New Mexico and Arizona, not really the Four Corners basically. And then another heavy band of rain for actually right on my area. That heavier band's right on my area, and then it just stays there from New Mexico. That rain just stays there. So we really have similar systems, but one's rain, one's snow. They just stay there for a while, and then another system comes. So yeah, it's just basically the same thing. That snow goes actually more to Amarillo. That more rain goes into the southeast. Wow, a lot of rain. This is all the way to January 3rd, some more snow rain for the southeast, but that's too far away, so let's actually just go to see how much snowfall we're actually looking at from parts of the New Mexico area. Let's actually go all the way to January. This is all the way to January 1st. You can see up to a foot in central New Mexico where those blizzard warnings were, and up to actually 4 inches near the Mexico border. Quite a lot of snow. The Four Corners can actually get about a trace to 3 inches. It's quite difficult because one side actually gets a trace and then the other side gets about 4 inches. So it's quite difficult, but just don't drive there. That's all I gotta say. And if you're actually in the circle from parts of the Arizona border, the central New Mexico, you can actually go to 7 inches to maybe 15 inches depending on if you're in that lighter pink. So yeah, some snow for parts of the southwest. Quite rare for that much at this time. But yep, gonna be a very messy system. And then you can see just snow for the southeast. So you saw the snow. That's what the snow looks like. I might as well say what the aftermath will look like for the snowstorm in the parts of the Midwest. You can see Green Bay can get up to another 5 inches. See, I just gotta be careful because Albany can bring a lot of snow for these areas, such as South Dakota, and maybe even Chicago can get about 1 inch or so. So just got to keep a close eye on the aftermath of Albany. Let's check out the rain for the next 10 days for the southeast. Wow, quite a bit of rain for parts of central Alabama. Like I said, quite a lot of rain for central Alabama. Up to 6 inches of rain. Atlanta can get up to 3 inches or 2.5 inches. The Panhandle's not looking like a lot of rain compared to the last models. Maybe the Alabama border can get up to 4 inches. New Orleans looking kind of safe with only about 2 inches, and then Orlando can get another 2 inches or so. And then quite some heavy rain for parts of actually North Georgia, just north of me right there. Some heavy band right there. And then, wow, Montgomery can get a lot of rain right there, up to 6 inches. So that's what Twitter Precept's looking like. Arkansas looking kind of nice. But the coast for the Carolinas looking like a good 2 inches. But if you actually go more into the Appalachians, you can see a lot of rain there. So you got to be careful with that. Let's actually just check windy.com, guys, because you're probably wondering if there's a wind with this rain system for parts of the southeast, and can it cause trees coming down? Well, the only wind I'm worried about is actually South Georgia near Valdosta with 14-mile-per-hour winds. But they're not actually getting rain at this time, but still got to be careful. 16-mile-per-hour wind in actually near Jacksonville. But Metro Atlanta can get to 10-mile-per-hour wind. It's not looking like crazy right now, but that can actually change. Let's actually just go to Friday or Saturday evening. Still some light winds for these areas, but we got to watch out for actually the South Carolina area near Columbia, 16-mile-per-hour wind, and they're going to get some really good amount of rain, so that can cause down some trees coming down and power outages. Metro Atlanta can get a good 8-mile-per-hour wind. Northern Alabama, 12-mile-per-hour wind, so we just got to be careful what this wind's actually looking like and how much wind's going to be in the system. Let's go to Monday morning. You can see that wind actually is a little lighter for these areas, only about 8 to 10-mile-per-hour wind, but that rain's going to be coming for these areas. Just a lot of really heavy rain. And if you 10-mile-per-hour wind can take down some small trees, and it just takes a small little tree for just a power outage. 12-mile-per-hour wind in Memphis. A good thing is that the bad thing is, that wind won't calm down in Columbia with still 60-mile-per-hour wind as that rain intensifies on Monday. So I think Columbia has a really good chance of actually having a threat of power outages. This is Wednesday, and this is the 2nd, so I'm just going to stop right here. So just see where you are. So just see what your winds are looking like for Wednesday. So guys, I really hope you guys liked this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and I hope you guys liked me doing these 2 storms. So see you guys in the next video. Bye. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.